welcome to another episode of On the Spot Painting. We're going to continue on with this, the robot painting. So thank you for joining me. I also just want to say thank you for any new subscribers that I've had. That appreciate it a lot. I just want to do a little, I don't know if that's actually being somebody, that's something we do appreciate a lot as we're making these videos and stuff like that, and knowing that you're participating or viewing these videos. It's just so encouraging to us, or to me. I'm just saying us as being anybody who makes these videos would probably be definitely encouraged by that. So I know I am, and I just want to thank you for that. And way to bring my artwork to you, to hopefully inspire you to do, you're at home. And as we know, we're facing scary times, and but if we can try to have a little time to be at home and be doing some artwork, it's all really good. All right, I did tape this. I did tape this paper on here, but it tends to come off. It's on a little pad. Actually, in the future, I'm gonna have to put it on a little backboard so I can keep it from rising up a little bit. But there we go. So that way, it's not all coming up. You're not knowing what's going on. So we're gonna continue. And I thank you for, you've been watching my videos and for viewing and coming back to it. And it is a process again. This is you guys are following me real time, really, honestly. I hardly do much, like you're not coming back to it and saying, hey, wait, he just did a bunch of work I didn't see. So I'm not trying to do that. So there may be occasional times when I do that in some videos. I might work on something ahead, but I try to give you a heads up on that if I do that. So I'm hoping to have this done, relatively soon. Let's see. It's amazing. It doesn't always take a lot of brush strokes to complete something here. So I find that out with watercolor. You don't always have to sit there and do the most complicated brush strokes or something like that to get it looking right. It takes kind of simple measures to really work on that. Like I said, I use a mixture of different paints, colors, blues. I'm not using one particular color. I kind of muddy it up a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of greens, a little purples, a little everything. Sort of bring out the colors that I want to get out of this. Now the effect I'm looking for is sort of a layered effect. This is the coming over the body, the armor. Then down here is the other layers of his suit, or not exactly a suit because it's a robot. So, but it's outer exterior, So, and it's a process because I visually know what I want to do. It's just sometimes making it to come out with that effect. And I may not go all the way down with it because I still like this kind of almost this kind of effect from this painting. If you look on my website, www.hrobotica.com, you might notice I do have some pieces that are very similar to style, this what I'm doing, artisan style. I think I like it because it just focuses on the actual robot without having it in an environment, you know, which is, the environment's not bad. It's just that's another layer of artwork that you have to add to it when you do put it in a setting. So I would like to do that too, you know, maybe a whole new painting with some landscape in it. Unfortunately, with my setup here, camera and stuff, at the moment, I am limited on the basis of how big I can go with my paper. So hopefully down the road I will be able to get a tripod and, you know, a better setup so we can actually view, you know, bigger paintings. But for right now, this works. I mean, because you can do so much actually in a smaller area. I know that for sure because I've done, prior to doing this, and actually this year, or most of end of last year, I was doing bookmarks, and I actually made prints of them, and I was just starting it to get out into some shops, and but this pandemic happened, and it kind of put the brakes on that. So I still want to do it, but I just kind of feel that that's maybe something that's going to be, you know, a little bit unknown in my business. So I may like to talk about that on my channel that I would like to, this channel of course, but I want to call it On the Spot Talk, where I can show you maybe some of my bookmarks, and then I still need to figure out the logistics of if I'm going to have ordering those bookmarks or something to anybody who's interested. So right now that's not very, I don't know, it's going to be kind of a little bit challenging. So I'm kind of at a mindset, and I think we all have to be, when we have a plan, something, we have to like really look to the alternative plans for it. You know, you had a plan for the future. I know I did with my artwork. Didn't quite go that way, but I think in a way, if this didn't happen, I probably wouldn't have thought about doing a YouTube channel. So I'm kind of glad for that. So and again, when this started, I really didn't think, I was doing just coloring pages for, because I would do that for my work. I work at a grocery store, and that was something I would do for the coloring sheets for the kids and give them out. I didn't have that option anymore because of everything going on. So I wanted some people to have opportunities to do coloring pages, and I still want to do some more of those videos. And I hope, you know, if you're enjoying those. I do have some ideas for the coloring pages. I'll just have to get it out there to sometimes you have to create your own activities when you're a kid. I know I did when I was growing up. I would find my own activities to do, or my own artwork projects, basically. So I kept myself busy, that's for sure. And art should be first and foremost fun, because I find this is fun. You know, this is my enjoyment. When you get to see I do these videos and it's like 20 minutes, and I can't believe 20 minutes gone by, and it just doesn't seem like that. 20 minutes at work does not go by like that. It goes by so fast. So 20 minutes is like, to me, when you're working, could be a long time. But when you're doing this painting or drawing, what's 20 minutes? It's nothing. Then you realize how much work you put into an artwork, how much you put into a painting. So when someone looks at your artwork, you got to realize that they're not only looking at your artwork, they're looking at the time, the effort you put into it, the thought you put into it, to put that, tree in there, or put that house in there, or the, car, whatever you're drawing, just, you had to come up with a design. You're the artist. And you listen to music. It's artwork people had to put in together, that song. So you can appreciate art in all of its forms. Somebody decided to create that work that wasn't there before. Okay. As you see, I'm trying to layer. I'm working in the colors. It's always a process. Sometimes just moving the paint around to try to get it to the colors that I need to get into, the shape that I want to get into here. So I'm adding a little bit of kind of bring this over so I can show you. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of purple. And what I'm trying to do is give you, or the viewer, when you're looking at this piece, a little sense of depth. It's almost like a step or a layer. And that's what I want it to come across. A little wear and tear in his armor, like it's been through the middle there. A little bit of process to this line. Now I'm going to go in a little bit here. It's that neck. I feel like it, sorry, move the camera around. I'm just going to show you pulling a little bit. Okay. I believe it's called, see, the terms, I want to make sure I'm doing it right. I believe it's negative painting. When you leave a little bit of that, you paint around it and leave a little bit open, leave that clear. So basically, I'm going to show you. Yeah, I believe it's negative painting. It's like I do it all the time, but I don't really, you know, I'm not like, if I'm instructing you to say, oh, I'm pretty sure that's correct though. Because I'm leaving I'm painting around. I don't know if that really is going to come across on the video, but it's sort of like just I kind of want like a little bit of tubing, or there's like a little bit of something there to keep. So in the neck functions connecting his head to the body. You know, you're gonna have something going on. There you go. And so I'm trying to create that. I'm gonna say tubing, wires, cords. I don't know. It's my brain. Coils or something. They're kind of like in a car, you know, like the. But these would be like more like metal tubings that would kind of link up to the head. That's what I'm trying to go for. Like kind of giving that look. There's a lot of things you can still add to all these little. This is the funnest part, you know, adding those little things to the textures. That's what makes it pop. That's where you can add those little. So when I'm trying to do, if it comes out just right, trying to have this go look like it's into the foreground, you know, like this goes up forward. This is step down, you know, just a little deeper in. There's like a little bit of, which you could tell from the painting, so I don't really have to describe it. And then another side goes down deeper. So sort of a layered effect. And then to kind of get that effect from the paint. And watercolor is very awesome that way. You can really, I mean, just look at tons of internet video out there for what people can do with watercolor. It's amazing. It is one of the amazingest medium, and it's an amazing medium. It's also very challenging. It's also very rewarding too. I just want to say that it takes time. You're not gonna you're not gonna master it in one day or one setting. Maybe there is those that will. I don't know. Maybe you guys, somebody there that just has a natural ability to do it. But I know for me, it took a lot of time. It took a lot of time, took a lot of practice, took a lot of figuring out what works, what doesn't work. And you learn, so. What's really new for me is I actually haven't done this kind of instructional sort of video with showing anybody how I do it. So that's what's kind of new for me. I always just did the painting. I didn't really have to worry worry about demonstrating how I go about it, but I think it's a great thing because I like the idea of doing that because it shows you step by step what it takes to do a painting, and hopefully it encourages you. Now, you may not be doing this kind of thing, and that's fine because I believe a lot of this, there's probably a lot of robot art out there, but I think a lot of it might be done on computers, graphic arts, stuff like that, which is fine. And I guess I decided one day I just wanted to do my robots, but I didn't have that ability to do it on the computer, so I just did it on here. So again, I hate to say we're going to call it quits on this video because it's so close to being done, but I feel like it's not done yet. There's still areas here, here, and the arm, at least bringing this arm out, and then maybe here, but I still want to leave this kind of, faded, almost giving that like water, like it's a obviously watercolor effect there. And so we're going to figure this out from there. So again, thank you for joining me on another episode of On the Spot, and hope this encourages you to do your own artwork, or you're just enjoying it, and I appreciate that. And I'm enjoying doing this. Thank you for joining me again, and have a good day.